Manchester United are set to make Mason Mount their first senior signing of this summer's transfer window after agreeing a deal with Chelsea. Manchester United have around £65 million to sign on a new striker following their decision to agree a fee with Chelsea for Mason Mount, reports say. The England international is set to move to Old Trafford after a fee was agreed on Thursday. But Erik ten Hag is hoping more reinforcements follow as he looks to win the Premier League title next season. Manchester United were able to reach a compromise with Chelsea with regards to a deal for Mount. The Red Devils will be paying an initial £55 million for the England international, while the fee could yet rise via bonuses. It's an open secret that United now want to sign a new striker this summer amid the possibility of Anthony Martial leaving. And the Manchester Evening News say that, with the club working on a strict, fixed budget, there's now £65 million left in the kitty to bring in a new marksman. A decade ago, that would have been enough. Fast forward to today, however, and it's hard to see United getting a big name for that price. They're big admirers of Tottenham star Harry Kane, who scored 32 goals across all competitions for the North London Giants last season. The problem is, however, that Spurs want as big a fee as possible to let their talisman go. United would need to spend roughly £100 million to even have a remote chance of securing Kane's signature. And with Daniel Levy determined not to sell to a Premier League rival, it's hard to see that deal taking place. It's a similar story with Victor Osimhen, too. The Nigeria international has been on United's radar for a number of years, with interest dating back to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's time in the dugout. Yet with Osimhen a crucial cog in the Napoli machine, he's widely expected to stay in Italy instead. Atalanta want at least £86 million to contemplate letting rising star Rasmus Højlund move to the Premier League. And Eintracht Frankfurt have slapped an eye-watering £80 million price tag on Randal Kolo Muani, too. United will need to sell some players to raise further funds. But, right now, it's difficult to imagine the club signing their own version of Erling Haaland for such a modest fee. Meanwhile, former United star Gary Neville recently admitted he was surprised by his old side's interest in Mount. "I am surprised about the Mason Mount one, to be honest with you," he said. For the reported £60 million fee. "He is a very good player, that isn't a question for me. But I look at the players United have got already in terms of Bruno Fernandes, Christian Eriksen, Casemiro, Fred and Scott McTominay. Do I think Mount is the player to go in and sort all that out? I am not quite sure. I think you would have been better off going and playing £100 million plus on Jude Bellingham or £80 minus £100 million on Declan Rice and getting something you think can be the real thing. Mount would be a very good addition to United's squad. But it is a lot of money for a squad addition. Does Mount, Casemiro and Fernandes work as a midfield three? Spending £60 million, you have got to get that jump towards winning the league from third place. United, at this moment in time, they haven't got the money and they haven't got the promise of the new ownership to be able to throw the big money at players.